Well, Anthony, this is a twisted story. Pledge tells of vicious beating.
Vicious beating. A pledge.
Fraternity hazing. It's been in the news off and on the past, 10 years or so.
What happens to you if you just want to go to college and not be in a fraternity? Is there a downside to that? Because I don't see an upside of being in a fraternity at all.
It depends where you go. I went to Geneseo. Back in the day, it was all about being in a fraternity or sorority.
Back in the stay?
You kind of felt like you didn't really belong if you weren't part of a group back then.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had all the fraternities walking around campus, the sororities. It was and then the fraternities
would it really bother anybody if they had to walk around not being part of a fraternity?
No, there was plenty of people that didn't.
Like, I don't get
But
the
parties were unbelievable. You hook up with a sorority and instant party with girls that like to drink and get laid.
If you weren't in a fraternity, you weren't allowed to go to the sorority party?
You would let outsiders in a little bit here and there.
All right.
Yeah.
So I am not getting it.
But you would feel kind of out of place.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. It was an instant party. I mean, if you're in a dorm and you want to get one of these, crazy parties going, you got to know a lot of people. You have to, if you're in a fraternity, there's a lot of guys you hate, even though you're in the same fraternity. But it's instant party. You got 100 guys, and then you got a sorority with 100 girls right there. Boom.
So it's pretty much just for the parties.
I would say so. If people say it's for more, I would laugh at you.
I just don't understand the whole fraternity sorority thing.
I got some good friends out of the fraternity I joined, but
Do you have a secret handshake?
No, nothing stupid
Were you in Lambda?
The Black Fraternity.
The Tri-Lambs.
The Tri-Lambs, yes. It was all about partying. I made some good friends out of it. I hated it. I hated being in a fraternity. I try to be an individual. I try not to follow the trends of what's going on, but I don't know. I thought it was a good idea at the time, and then I tried to leave halfway through pledging, and I got a little visit from some brothers, and basically they said in a very nice way, just stick it out. And I'm like,
what if you
why?
just said, I don't want to?
They're like, trust me, just stick it out. It's not good if you quit in the middle.
And what happens if you just said no?
They pretty much made it clear that my life would be miserable. So I got through it, and then I saw the other guys that did drop out, and they would get the shit beat out of them, basically.
So that if you drop out, you were beaten?
And guys would get, guys would transfer and stuff. Yeah, they were scared.
I heard they would put a blanket on you and beat you with their soap and then say, remember, it's just a bad dream, fat boy.
And you'd lay there going, ow, ow, ow.
Oh, the other guy would cover his ears and that chilling music playing.
Then you'd pass out because your candidate lost the election.
Wow, this guy...
Why is Private Pyle saying African American?
We haven't even gotten into this, and the phones are just lit. Jake from Plattsburgh, what's up?
Hey, what's up, O&A?
What's going on?
I'm still up here in Plattsburgh right now. I live about 10 feet from the college. And when I used to go there, they killed my friend, one of the frats.
Well, by accident, obviously, right?
Well, yeah, you can call it accident, but all this hazing shit is bullshit. They were making him do the water treatment. They just kept having him drink gallons and gallons of water.
Oh, yeah, water poisoning.
I read that story.
Yeah, and that's what happened. He was one of my best friends. There was 6 of us, and we were all going to pledge this frat. He was pledging in the first semester, and ever since then, I don't go to the college anymore. I now go to a different one. But
what's the water thing that make you? I don't understand. Well, you just
drink water.
You could drink. I didn't even know this. I remember this story. You could drink so much water that you could die.
You die. Too much water gets in your system. It starts leaking out of your blood vessels into your brain.
What are there any signs that it's happening? You just keep doing it?
You have to drink a ridiculous amount of water.
Mike, should I
Relax.
finish this or no?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry.
I don't even know. Maybe a doctor could tell us or whatever, but no, it's got to be a ridiculous amount.
Over a very short period of time, also.
Yeah, you just got to keep forcing it in.
Yeah.
So
really nasty. Wow.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah, it was in a lot of papers.
Right. Okay.
Fat,
drunk, and killing pledges is no way to go through life. I stepped on everything. Damn it. I tried to get in there. I'm doing an Animal House thing, and he's fucking talking. Glad your friend's dead.
Holy yes.
Ruined my line.
You had enough good ones.
Very important
You
to
had
me.
enough good ones today. You
The
could have
show is very important to me.
You had enough good lines today. You could have freaking let this guy slide. Jesus. You didn't get enough sleep last night. Oh my God.
Maybe the line wasn't that important. Okay, Jake.
Who's the mean one on this show?
Yeah, that's okay, guys. I was just saying, my car's a traveling advertisement for you guys.
Not anymore. All right.
No, I love you guys.
All right, cool. Thank you, Jake.
See you guys.
And it was a good line, Anthony. You
Wow.
know.
I thought he was off the phone by that point. I didn't realize
Yeah, well, it's still there.
PJ from the Bronx.
How you doing, guys? First of all, that last kid, it's that his friend died. If you're going to be in a fraternity, you deserve to die. It's disgusting.
I just don't get it.
Did you have your little sweatshirt with the little Greek letters on it? Did you?
Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't wear mine often, though.
Often, which implies you wore it a few times.
Yeah.
What did it say on the back of your sweatshirt? Halfway down the back, did it have an arrow pointing to your ass and say, enter here?
Yeah, there is some gayness going on.
Oh, my God.
With
You
those
know,
strats.
I admit that. It was a little weird.
You do? Would you like to admit it while reading Rent Boys?
Hell no, man.
I was in Geneseo, my blonde hair blowing in the wind.
Hell no.
Not unlike Ben's when he's in an airlocked room.
I think a lot of the fraternities, you know, they had their brothers paddling pledges while they were in their underwear, just like the scene in Animal House. I'm like, what is this about? I just want to drink a few beers from a keg and bang some broads. Why am I bending over and getting paddled by you?
This goes with what I was saying earlier. A guy that, if you go to school and you don't want to be in a fraternity, that's fine. It seems that the fraternities would draw in guys that want to be with other guys in these living situations where perhaps things can happen and there's excuses for nudity and paddling.
No.
And
Listen,
it seems like a very...
I have to step in. No way. I mean, the pledging, yes. You're right. The pledging was weird, man. I mean, we were naked. We were naked.
That's all I'm saying.
Then you become a brother, and then it's all about just banging chicks and getting, you know, hammered, and it's one big party. Like, all of a sudden, all that goes away as far as the fraternity I joined.
It's always
But it
there,
was
though.
weird, man.
But it was there in the first place. It had to come from somewhere.
That's right.
That ain't going away.
Glad your friend's dead.
I know. How do we even continue this
That's
break
on my
after
Animal
that?
House line. It's one of my favorite movies. Bastard.
Dude, we had to do some weird shit.
You pledged. Now, what did you have to do?
Well, we got paddled.
Paddled. See, right there. A man paddling another man's ass.
Got paddled.
What is the... Was it on your bare behinds?
Did you have your
Come on,
undershorts?
you remember.
No,
Be honest.
I'm like it's cool because I had my underwear on.
Let me tell you something. There's underwear on paddling, which isn't very much cooler than underwear off, but off is really, really bad.
Both are really bad. I think it was just underwear on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to say something?
I'll tell you one story, you guys.
Give me one second.
I shouldn't say you'll laugh, but because then I'm expecting you to laugh.
Right,
But
right.
I have enough confidence in what I'm about to tell you.
All right.
There was something during Hell Night. Well,
Uh-oh.
it was kind of like an obstacle course around the house.
Oh, a little obstacle course.
And this is the opening act. Don't laugh at this one unless you think it's funny. We were blindfolded with tampons because that's the cool thing to do.
How do you blindfold with tampons?
One on each eye, maybe?
I don't know. Big freaking pads.
Oh, a pad, a Kotex
whatever.
pad.
I know.
Oh, the tampons are the ones that slide in with the string.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the
pads,
things that
whatever.
catch the
So
blood before it actually
They
stains
make
the
good. They
clothing.
make good blindfolds, though.
I guess, yeah, thick. Yeah, sure.
And then one
Blood in 'em.
stop was the bathroom, and the brothers yelling and screaming that there was a big fat Eggo pig that took a dump in the toilet.
Yeah.
And everyone was outraged that this big fat Eggo pig from the sorority,
Eggo,
one of the sororities, took a dump in the fraternity bathroom, and we had to get rid of that. We had to get rid of that shit.
What?
As in, take your hands and get a good one.
Wait. You had to pull human feces out of a toilet bowl.
Because they were pissed that the big fat ego pig took a crap in our toilet.
Now, let me tell you something. I'm thinking here, I don't think it was one of those girls that took a dump in that toilet. I think it was your fraternity brother's crap.
We were told later that it was bananas.
What was the test? The water was cold?
Look at Jim. Ooh, wow. Where do I join?
Oh, you were told later it was bananas?
Yeah.
Well, did your hands smell like bananas or shit?
I don't
Kind
remember.
of an easy, not to be Columbo.
I don't remember.
I was smelling bananas, but my hands were covered in shit.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
And then one of the grand finales was that we had a...
Look how he's looking off into the distance in the air because he doesn't want to make eye contact and chuckling, thinking back at this stuff.
Because this was pretty gay. We had a play.
Yeah.
Was there a porch involved?
By the way, if I tell the story,
Yeah.
I get the slide from reading out of that book the first time I mess up, or I don't tell the story.
I thought you were reading out of the book.
I know. I'm making a deal right now with you.
The first time you mess up?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the slide.
Yeah, because this is brutal.
All right.
You can tell by how I'm...
No, fair enough.
Furnace, sir.
So we're in our underwear doing the obstacle course around the house with the grand finale that waited for us in the basement, which was can't give that away because I'll get killed, so they say.
Oh, wait. Is it with a secret fraternity you're not allowed to speak at thing?
Well, it's the grand finale, yeah. We had to play Bomb the DK House, our rival fraternity.
Bomb the DK house.
Which we hated.
Of course.
Rumor has it that this fine fraternity did some crazy things themselves.
Well, DK was dick kissers, so they sound like a wild bunch.
Well, one of the rumors, I don't know for sure, was that the pledges had to put, and this is in my fraternity, put wax lips on and give oral treats to the brothers. That's the rumor that was going around when I went to college.
How do you give oral with the wax
I
lips
have
on?
no idea.
Yeah, it's got to be a rumor.
Aren't
That
they
couldn't be
connected?
true.
Well, some kind of...
Maybe you just
whatever.
rub the lips against the side of the... Maybe you grab a hold of that thing, you just grab
Right.
it like it's nobody's business, and you rub the
And go.
wax lips.
So,
On the side, yeah.
Bomb the DK house, I guess they had a little house set up. I don't know, because we were blindfolded, a doll house. And we had to pick up the bombs, not using our hands.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. What were the bombs made out of?
The bombs, I believe, were marshmallows.
With your ass cheeks?
Holy shit. I can't even look at you. I cannot even turn my head and look at you.
Yeah.
Are marshmallows allowed in the barracks?
And then we...
Now, wait. In order to pick it up with ass cheeks, you can't have been wearing underwear.
Nope.
We, well, they were still on our body, technically. They were kind of...
Around your ankles as you scurried along?
Squatting, sweaty, nervous, trying to fit in, ass cracked cheeks, opening up, picking up what is normally a delicious treat.
And then you had to waddle over to the house.
And drop the marshmallow.
Right.
As the fraternity brothers that were in charge of this whole thing went, yeah, you dropped that marshmallow on that house.
Drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then was anything done with the marshmallows? Who had to clean up the marshmallows? Who had to pick them up?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
The pledge didn't have to clean up the marshmallows?
And then Hell Night was over, and then it got back to... That's the weird part. Then it got back to just one big party and banging broads.
How many sorties did you fly over the target?
Dude, it was weird, man. There was another time.
By the way, from now on, forget the Rent Boy book. If anyone screws up, they have to read a transcript of that story.
I know.
That's the new punishment.
Open Bombay doors.
Enola Gay.
Oh, it's awful. There was another time. This was when I was rushing.
Yeah.
This is a legendary story, and the girl never pressed charges, so it's okay. She actually partied with us the next day.
Press charges.
And thought it was actually very cool. When I was rushing the fraternity, that's where you go to the fraternity houses and they try to convince you to pledge their fraternity.
Yeah.
and all the brothers come back from all over the country. You know, they get away from their wives for a
San
weekend.
Francisco, Miami, all the country.
Look,
Key West,
Fire Island.
I
all
can't
over.
I can't even fight my way out of that story, so I'll just let you guys be. But
Yeah. Do you ever put them in your ass cheeks and then warm them over a nice campfire, did you? Or maybe you could squat over my cocoa.
Marshmallow in your ass. All you need are graham crackers, and you got s'mores.
yeah.
Already got the delicious chocolate coating.
Dude,
That's
I
awful.
witnessed when
You
I
ever
was
try that with hot dogs?
all right.
Frozen?
All right, relax, Jesus.
Hey, watch it. I'm carrying a bunker buster here.
Look, I share with you guys, and this is what I get. This is what I get.
I got a banana.
This
You
is
want
my
to try to pick it up?
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Just awful.
Yeah, that is a real bad thing.
Was it actually hard getting the marshmallow off the guy's cockhead? He'd bury it in his pubes. You have to go all the way down, grab it, and come back up.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Wow. Got to remember though, I try to get out of all this too. Anyway, so when I was rushing, there was a girl. They bring the sorority over, and we were having a huge party. And this girl decided that she wanted some bukkake, I guess.
Greg, where are the marshmallows, Greg? Cindy, I need those marshmallows, Cindy.
Oh no, Dad! There's a lima bean skin on the marshmallow.
Peter, come down with those marshmallows, Peter. That is just an awful thing to have to go through.
It really was.
Hey, Alice, did you go shopping this weekend? Hope you picked up plenty of marshmallows. Got the guys coming over. We're gonna bomb the card house we just built with marshmallows. Yes, I hope you picked up some of those little hot cocoa marshmallows for Bobby's tight little ass.
I'm going home now.
That's great.
Yeah, I had a waddle. Someone's asking if I had a waddle.
Cindy, you left some marshmallow stains on the teeter-totter, on the teeter-turner, you asshole. I knew I went one too far. What a dick.
You were feeling good about yourself.
On the Tina Turner.
How about Greg? That's not a marshmallow. That's Oliver's nose.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Marshmallows. You bomb a house. What's the big deal?
Pick it up and then
kids having
you
fun.
waddle across the.
Can I ask you a question?
You waddle. It looks funny because you're walking funny. I understand.
Do you ever get a rod watching the end of Ghostbusters?
This is coming from the Monster Ring guy.
Yes.
Who cares? You're dropping marshmallows, dropping T-cells, whatever.
Marshmallow rain.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the other story's not as good. Well, it is good, but no one's going to remember the other story when they're thinking about this show later. But this girl had no problem being trained by the whole fraternity. Not the whole
Trained?
fraternity. Yeah. During rushing.
The old, one guy goes, the next guy goes, the next guy.
And
A gangbang. But only it's all not at the same time. It's done
there
in
was
single file.
I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a keg outside the room, and the brothers all lined up with just their underwear on and took turns. And there was a long line all the way down the hall.
Hey, how about that?
I didn't partake, by the way.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Why not?
Were there any condoms being used?
Were you on your stomach with a line at your door?
No. Shut up, you ass. No. I mean, wow.
They pounded it so hard, it looked like it was whipped cream in your ass. They churned that marshmallow into butter.
I'm turning your mic off. I have that power, you know. You're done.
Just a slice of bread and you got a fluffernutter.
You're done.
My mic's off.
I'm turning you off. I
Opie.
can't take any more.
Jimmy's very entertaining today.
All right.
All right, well. No, there was so much splooge on her, it wasn't even funny.
I guess.
Because they weren't nice about it either.
No.
Someone sent in, hey, Ope, who was the president of your fraternity? Jim McGreevy? That was Fat Philbin from New Jersey. Oh, yes, sir.
I'm a proud marshmallow-carrying American.
Oh.
I admit during my term as governor, I carried marshmallows.
Oh.
Wow, well, you know something? Bravo, Opie, for, opening up, well...
Only when drop time.
Only went over the primary target.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is, to admit that is... But it was many years ago.
Yeah, he didn't know any better.
Of course not.
No.
Marshmallow bombing run on the little house.
Yeah, you can't really defend that one.
No,
That's not wrong with that.
I figured I'd share, though.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Anthony in Jersey. Anthony!
What's up, fellas?
Hey, how are you, man?
Hey, Ope, we share a common thread.
Yeah?
We both had Coach write us papers in Geneseo.
Oh, right on, man.
Almost got me kicked out of school.
Let me ask you a question. How did you share a thread? Did you put Rice Krispies on your dick and meet up with Ope and make Rice Krispie treats?
All right.
You know what? I was in a different fraternity. Our fraternities hung out. We didn't do any of that kind of stuff. But
What fraternity were you in?
Sig Tau.
Well, Sig Tau, yeah, those guys were...
I spent many a nights at your fraternity playing Whale's Tales in the basement, Ope.
How cool were the parties, though?
Oh, the parties were... I tell you what, pledging was the worst thing I've ever done over a span of 5 weeks. But
goes in a marshmallow, comes out a Malamar.
Once you're done, though, it's the best thing.
And then the parties are rocking.
Parties are rocking.
It was just, I'm not going to lie, it was, like, really strange. It was bizarre that you go down that road just so you could...
The old dirt road.
Yeah, no shit.
Get on that highway.
Opie's fraternity, at least when I was there a couple years after you, was certainly not a drug-free fraternity. I'll say that.
Man, we were...
They were smoking poles.
No, these guys were hardcore.
Those guys had connections to South America out of there.
No, there was
wow.
there was major
drug fiends, huh?
major cocaine going through that fraternity. I had a friend that
Well, sure, they're also good at smuggling it. You're going to attempt a kilo? Yeah.
That's it. You squat over Columbia. You come back up.
Pick up a plant. Get on a plane.
But I got a good, I got a bad story to tell you, an unfunny story here. I'll try to lower the expectations.
Very good.
We, one thing that we had to go through was, they blindfold you, we had about 18 guys we pledged with. They throw like 3 each in a car, blindfold you. This is about like midnight and it's, below zero up there. And they drop you off like 30 miles away.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to jump in. That was another thing we did. They would get you really wasted, making believe, you were taking a break from pledging. And
now you're one of the guys hanging out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it was. It's all about that. It's like, they abuse you like crazy, and then also when you think there's more abuse, then they throw you a party. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they invite the sororities, but then sometimes these parties were a setup. And then, what they do is they get you really wasted, man. And, you're smoking pot and you're drinking. Next thing you know, they, completely attack you, tie you up, put a blindfold on you, and throw you in cars. Ooh. And depending on how much they liked you or didn't like you, they would drop you off in the middle of nowhere. In Geneseo, man, it's all farms. All farms. I mean, you can't figure it out. And they would just drop you off in the middle of a field. You're I'm telling you.
Were you naked or?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're completely hammered. To the point you can't really even, stand some of these guys. and they would drop you off with another guy or maybe 2 other guys, and then you had to find your way home.
Only a marshmallow to eat for the whole way back.
Right. No money, nothing. And some of these guys would be dropped off in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, because this guy's saying 30 miles. Our fraternity, no, there was some pledges that the brothers just hated, and they would drop them off over the border in Canada. Which, do the math, I don't know, at least a couple 100 miles, right?
Oh, yeah, at least 100 miles.
At least 100 miles away. And then, all night long, they're trying to get back to, the school.
Brother Flounder and Brother Pinto.
So go ahead.
Long walk back.
Anthony, go ahead.
No, well, and getting dropped off up there is not like getting dropped off on Jericho Turnpike back on the island.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, It's all farms, so you're waiting for that one truck, hopefully, to be, driving down that old country road.
And they tell you, they gave us each like a 6-pack and some joints. And the deal is, you're supposed to bond and use each other to find your way back. They're like, you're not supposed to ask for any help. It's about 2 in the morning, and I say, enough is enough. I'm going and I'm knocking on this door. It was a big farm, but it was a house. So I go and knock on the door about 2 in the morning. The dogs start barking. The lights come on. The kids, so the guy finally comes downstairs. Apologize for waking him up and all, but I go, I just need directions back to Geneseo. He looks at me and the 2 guys standing in the street, and he goes, well, where's your car? And I said, we're on foot. He just shook his head. He knew it was a fraternity thing and just said, boy, there's no way you're going to make it back. So we made it back finally about 7 in the morning, but I would say at least 3 or 4 guys had to go to the infirmary with frostbite and things like that. So
nice. There you go, frostbite.
Yeah.
Good stuff you can laugh about now.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. Let's say hi to Chris in New York. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's up?
Opie, the
Yeah.
grand finale.
Yeah.
Was it the cum cookie?
Oof. No.
Come on.
Put it in the middle.
No, nothing like that.
The cum cookie.
No. Jim from Long Island, what's up?
Crunch.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
Went to school up in Potsdam, and I pledged it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah. Did you have to do any of this weird gay crap?
I started getting into it, and then that's when I left. The semester I pledged, someone in the other school in town died, and then later on I went to move to a house with my friends. We had better parties than the fraternity. So,
all right.
How did he die? He had so many marshmallows in his ass they began to leak into his brain.
You're obsessed with this marshmallow thing.
Out of sugar poisoning.
So anyway, this pledge tells a vicious beating, Anthony. The victim of a twisted hazing ritual told a Queens jury yesterday he urinated blood and suffered seizures after 3 members of a St. John's frat pummeled him on the buttocks with a 2-pound paddle. Ooh. Once again with the paddle.
Paddling an ass.
The beatings were punishment for slip-ups during hardcore drill sessions in an off-campus park, said Brian. We had to recite history, poems, and if we were incorrect or we messed up, we'd get paddled. If you bobbled your words when you spoke, if you recited a poem wrong, history wrong, or answered a question wrong, you got hit.
Oh, my God, you bobble your words. Imagine the Collins' ass would look like chopped meat.
Colin Quinn?
Yeah.
The 3 face up to 7 years in prison for the assaults, which allegedly took place in June. This fraternity has a policy that forbids hazing, Anthony.
Oh.
It's still going on, though. They have to tell the campus that, oh, no, our fraternity doesn't do the hazing. And, he was in the hospital for like 3 months with all sorts of kidney problems and urinating blood and all that.
Yeah, if you're not doing something that's extremly gay, you're doing something that could probably kill somebody or send them to the hospital.
He's getting paddled. Getting paddled is gayer than the marshmallow thing is really humiliating and silly.
Gay.
Well, you could call it silly. That's one word.
Dude.
Yeah. Gay.
I wasn't naked.
You picked them up with your ass cheeks. It didn't mosey its way into your underwear.
No, I had like this and then this.
That's awful.
And this.
Oh.
Because your mule wasn't showing. Because
No.
you had just slipped the boyish stain with nervous sweat.
Your yam bag was bouncing off the marshmallow as you're just kind of bunny hopping.
With your socks and sneakers.
A marshmallow hanging.
Ugh.
You get caught up in hair, something, get all sticky.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Would you do that, Ant?
I would.
No, Ant. No.
I would so not even
listen,
be within a 100-mile blast radius of whatever was going on.
Listen, this was
at a fraternity.
This was a different. There's no way I would do anything like that again. It was a different time. It was, I don't know.
What time was it?
It was, I don't know. It was bizarre. I'm not going to lie to you. It was really weird. So you guys, I could help get myself out of the barrel, but you're delaying. There's a guy that...
That marshmallow story is going to go on and on.
Grizzly from New York, real fast.
Grizzly.
Oh, it's happening, guys. Yeah, the fraternity at Pace that we pledged, Deke, they were the worst, man. They made us stick green olives up our asses and then wanted us to eat them. And we walked. We didn't do it. It sucked. And we were like, no way.
Oh, crap. I thought you ate the olive. That would have helped me.
Thought he did eat the olive.
Dan from Virginia.
No, he had sense enough to say no.
He said, no, thank you. That's too gay.
All right. Go ahead, real fast.
We had to take 3 people for our Hell Week into the bathroom, and we all basically took shits when we had to go to the bathroom. We had to take a couple people with us.
Wait, what?
We had to take a couple people with us every time we had to go to the bathroom. They'd keep us in this one room, and when we had to go to the bathroom, we'd have to take 2 other people with us.
And?
In the same bathroom. So we'd basically just take shits and piss and with 2 other people in this midget bathroom.
All right, listen. I'm going to cut this off. Tomorrow, this is your homework assignment.
Oh, homework on the show today.
I'm not the only one.
Oh!
I'm not the only one. I want to hear some more of these hazing stories where it got a little weird.
Or you're not the only one.
Got a little weird.
There's a lot of people that did that.
Marshmallows.
I didn't take a dick, okay? It was a little weird, I'll admit that.
Jimmy,
All
we're
right?
just talking about how we're going to, put a couple of marshmallows on our ass and scurry over and drop them somewhere.
Yeah, drop in the new office, which looks good, by the way.
Yeah,
getting there.
Looks like it's going to be done by Friday. And Mike from Philly.
Yo, guys, what's up? Squeeze this in at the end of the show. My fraternity was sick pie. They used to make us get naked on the floor in the basement and call breakfast in bed. They put flour, syrup, eggs, and everything all over us, and then put Tabasco all over our balls.
Oh. There you go. Tabasco all over his balls.
Breakfast in bed, they call
This guy's brave enough to admit that it got a little weird when he pledged. Thank you so much for helping me out a little bit. A lot of email overnight, Anthony. I'm not going to give up on this marshmallow thing.
Uh-oh.
I was in the barrel yesterday. I understand that. I shared with you guys. I got killed. That's fine. And I put the word out there that there were other people like me that pledged these fraternities, or were in the military, and had to do really weird, borderline gay crap, even though it was like a manly organization that you were trying to get into.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was 18 when I pledged my fraternity, okay?
Ooh.
And all I wanted to do was like bang sorority girls and drink out of a keg.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I did the marshmallow thing.
Keg became mule. And
big
the rest
thing.
is history.
Hose hanging off the end.
So you pledge, and it gets a little gee.
Yeah.
Gee. But then when that's done, then it's like, wow, look how cool we are.
Then you got to look at the guys. Don't you think, like, God, that's the guy that made me get naked.
Why do you think fraternities do so many drugs? They're trying to forget. They're trying to forget. They're trying to drown the memories. Why do you think the shrooms and cocaine and acid and ecstasy is so popular amongst the frat houses?
I don't get it. I think you should just, this guy, will let him in. All right, you're in. Like, I don't understand why so much abuse.
I don't know.
Whether, gay or just violent or anything. I don't understand the whole abuse thing if you're trying to bring someone into your organization.
Yep. Well, a few emails I want to read, and then we'll move on. Ooh, the coffee's here. Are you happy, Jim?
Oh, is that to your specifications, Jimmy?
Medium iced latte. I'm very thrilled.
And what is that white stuff on the bottom?
I don't know. I guess it's a little something from him to me.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
It's the latte's juice.
Your latte. Oh, there you go. All right.
Oh,
Jimmy's happy with his coffee.
Very
Opie, happy?
I'm very happy with
mine
today.
Look at everyone happy with their coffee.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wait.
Oh, what?
2 covers.
Not happy? They bamboozled you?
Don't worry, dude. I'm not
coffee cover. Do you see the look of fear that he'll be reading from Rent Boys?
I was trying to sip out the coffee and nothing was happening.
That's so it doesn't spill on the way up all over the elevator like Ben's.
Bill needs coffee. Okay, so a couple emails and then we'll move on. This girl, Chris, writes, brilliant display of balls with the marshmallow story, Opie. The guys made you pay, but it was good radio. Monster Rain and marshmallow ass bombs. Tell Ant he's next.
I don't have a story.
And then she writes, can you throw on Total Recalling again sometime this week? Keep it more gooder. Mm-hmm. You'll have a story.
I wish the closest I have is the Tree Fort story. That's about it. I don't have A marshmallow story? I don't have a Monster Rain story.
You'll have a story. I forgot about the marshmallow thing. All of a sudden, something's going to hit on this
You
show.
think maybe I'm repressing memories?
All of a sudden,
I hope
something
so.
is going to hit on this show, and you're going to join little Jimmy and I.
I seriously don't think I'm repressing anything.
Because the tree fort story is really good, but, you know.
You didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything, and you just had to fall asleep and make believe you were snoring. That's easy.
If he was a real young go-getter, he would have,
That's right. Just turned you over.
not pay attention to my fake snoring.
We got to clear these lines. Thinking about where was Jimmy? Yeah, get rid of everybody. I really don't care if the Boneyard guy is still at it. I really don't.
Is it a bit now? Go back and forth. Now it's your turn, Opie.
That's probably a bit. Probably want some attention on a show that's actually getting a lot of people listening. T-Bone writes, Anthony, in the email, my fraternity brothers made us drive down to Pat's Cheesesteaks in Philly.
Oh, that's
harsh. I begged guys to come forward and admit that they did some weird crap.
Share, so you're not the only one in the barrel.
So this guy had to go down to Pat's Cheesesteaks in Philly to pick up steaks and a large cup full of their patented jalapeno-infused hot sauce.
Well, that doesn't sound that bad.
All right. When we arrived back at the house with the steaks, the brothers had us go down to the basement. It's always in the basement, by the way, where they made us drop trow and lay on the floor, asses up, all in a row. They proceeded to walk down the row, pouring this hot sauce down our ass cracks. Gravity took over, and the sauce ended up all over our junk. We then had to pull up our pants up, and do miscellaneous calisthenics, like squat thrusts and jumping jacks for 15 minutes, but it seemed like a fucking eternity. They finally let us go, and the 10 of us rushed back to the dorm rooms to take showers and burn our underwear. Instead of relief, it felt like someone had taken a blowtorch to our junk because that opened up the skin pores. Horrific experience. Also on our hell night, all of the brothers had eaten bags and bags of shrooms and were going out of their minds trying to make our lives miserable. Hallucinogenics were banned from all hell nights thereafter, and I've been trying to put that night out of my mind for years. Thanks for bringing this crap up again, Opie. All right? That's one.
That's really bad.
There's a million of them.
I don't know how gay that is, though. Hot sauce in the crack is pretty funny. Then make you pull your pants up and exercise. I don't know. It's pretty funny, man.
Dude, it's
the whole theme is this getting a
the
room
whole theme
full
of being naked
guys.
in front of another guy and then doing stuff to his ass crack.
Yeah.
And what do you mean you don't know if it's gay?
Hot sauce down the crack and then pull your pants up and go exercise. I don't know.
I'll give you funny.
Yeah.
But
all right.
definitely,
all right. Here you go. You don't think it's gay? I will find a person to come in here and do that. Well, I don't care what it takes. I think we're going to be giving out MiFis in the near future, and I will get you hot sauce and you do it.
I don't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. Doesn't mean it's
no.
not
I don't
funny.
mean. I don't mean you'll pour the hot sauce.
I know what you mean. I don't want to do that either.
Why not?
Maybe I'll help towel him off.
Why not?
After he's because
it's weird and it's gay.
Weird, yeah. I don't want to see a guy's open crack.
Use his ass as a little dip bowl, maybe later. Give me one of those poppers.
All right. Mike from Massachusetts. Here's two quick hazing stories straight from Full Metal Jacket. I went to the Coast Guard Academy, which was, I guess, some brutal hazing. All right. The violent story. The guy in charge of us found a glass jar of peanuts in someone's bunk. Just like Sergeant Hartman, he held it up and shouted, "Peanuts, what the fuck are peanuts doing in someone's bunk?" He then smashed the jar on the floor and made us do a shitload of push-ups on the broken glass. We got cut up beyond belief, all right? And now he writes, this is the gay story. 20 of us were piled into a 12-by-12 shower room to clean up. That in itself was gay enough. We had to share nozzles with two other people.
Oh.
But to top it all off, one night he made us all get on the floor of the shower and start banging out push-ups. We were all buried under ass, dick, feet, and heads.
Oh, see, now you're a wet group of men in contact with each other in the shower. That's, who would make guys do this?
And
it's the guys that are doing it are bad enough, but they want to be in this fraternity or something so bad for some reason that they do it. But the guys that are making the guys do it, those are the ones that you got to question. You got to question their sexuality.
Because you volunteered to do that, to be like on the pledge committee.
Yeah.
Like after I got in, I didn't want anything to do with any of that stuff. So I just kind of,
And
whatever.
why would you come up with these ideas like that?
Oh, they go back, man. They go back to the 50s, the 40s. This is tradition. That's the weird part. It's not like every year, a fraternity or one of these military.
They don't come up with new stuff.
I guess maybe here and there, but in general, it's stuff they've been doing for decades.
So it's like Voss's act.
So somewhere along the line, some fraternity was really, really gay.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Right.
Somewhere down the line.
Somewhere down the line, it was really, really gay, and they just did it year after year after year after year. This guy, Rusty Trombone, he wrote me a 5-page email.
Jesus. And
I just highlighted the more interesting parts. I mean, this guy is traumatized to this day. Swears he's straight as an arrow, married, has kids and all that.
But it still affects him.
But I guess I brought up a memory yesterday because that has always been in the back of my mind. It's like, why did we have to do this weird homoerotic crap to get into a manly institution? All right, so this guy writes, all right, we enter the room where lineups took place, and Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine was playing. All right, Anthony? The first thing we did after the song finished was strip naked again, stripping naked, and the pledge master would take a candle one by one to each of us to illuminate our junk to see whose was the biggest.
Oh, I thought when you said took a candle to us, it kind of got scary for a minute.
I guess the room was really dark. Everyone was naked.
I thought you meant he did something with the candle.
And the pledge master takes the candle to take a gander at everyone's junk.
Very dark.
As everyone's lined up, right, to see whose was the biggest. Big boys got wows. Small boys got belly laughs.
Oh. So you mean if they see a big one, they would comment on it?
Everyone would be like, wow.
Ooh. And then they hold the candle up, and you see a wee little winky.
Yeah.
Oh, how degrading.
Yeah, exactly. So the belly laughs. They made us then put our clothes back on, and the whole house then proceeded to empty the contents of our kitchen onto us while we did push-ups. Tomato sauce, garlic, olive oil, you name it. It was on us. This went on for hours, the whole night, while doing push-ups, sit-ups, etc. Okay? Then later on in this email, we did the old naked pick up a grape in my ass and drop it into the bowl bit.
It's not a marshmallow.
They were using grapes, Anthony.
Grapes are a little tougher. I think marshmallows have a self-adhering quality to them where you wouldn't have to really get a good grip on it, but a grape, oof.
See, with a marshmallow, you don't really have to commit.
Yeah.
You don't have to commit as much with a marshmallow if you think about it.
Kind of sit on it, I guess.
That's kind of whatever. With a freaking grape, you have to commit to get that thing. Lift that thing up hands-free, okay?
And the next day, we all had a big bowl of grapes.
First one who got 3 in the bowl won a brownie. They won a brownie. Must have been a pot brownie or something. The rest did push-ups again. That being done, the event of the evening was a naked obstacle course around the house.
Oh!
The 2 things I remembered most was one stage where we had to recite the creed while 3 brothers hurled drenched wads of TP at us. The second to last stage was at the top floor, where before us on the ground laid a picture of a naked centerfold. On the brothers' orders of "fuck the pussy," we got down on the ground and dry humped the paper until they told us to stop. About 10 minutes later, we realized what that mysterious substance was on the paper that was covering our genitals. Tabasco and Icy Hot. Holy S.
Huh.
And then it goes on. I mean, this thing is really long, but I'm almost done, actually. Day 4 of Hell Week, I guess this is, Anthony. Here's where it really got messed up. We were kept away from our basement where the lineups took place the whole day. 10 p.m. at night, in our changing room on the second floor, our pledge master came in and told us to get naked.
Get naked.
And close our eyes and follow them downstairs. So we do this. Getting naked at this point was no big deal for us. We head toward the basement single file and enter the lineup room, which was like 40 feet by 10 feet. As we walk in, I noticed we were entering about 3 inches of water. I opened my eyes, and every brother in the house was in the room, butt naked, laying on their backs, with their legs up over their heads, giving us a view of 60 balloon knots. What the F? I want to go on record. I didn't do anything. I mean, I told you the worst thing I had to do.
Yeah.
This stuff is bizarre. The room had become a bathtub.
Funky treasures.
The room had become a bathtub because of the water they had on the floor, right? And then all the brothers were yelling, "Psych!" Whatever that means. They were 60 guys drinking naked, playing slip and slide across the basement floor, which was now a 40 by 10 bathtub. Holy S. Let me repeat that. 60 guys naked in a basement, converted to a bathtub, playing slip and slide and drinking beer. Nothing sexual going on, but still freaky.
Nothing sexual going on.
Other than the little
That's
glances.
One of the brothers told me that there are pictures in our vault of brothers doing this back in the 1950s. Exactly what we were just saying. Could you imagine guys with buzz cuts and Mickey Mantle posters on their wall doing this in 1953?
Oh, yes.
Needless to say, I'm still disturbed by this. Blah, blah, blah. And then he signs it, still straight as an arrow and married.
How awful is that?
Leave the water running in the whites-only fountain. Get it all flooded down there. Sure. Back in the old days.
What else did they do in the 50s? All right, good. Go touch a Negro. You have to run and just go pat the elbow of a Negro and run back. I did it.
John in Jersey, what's going on?
Hey, Opie, I want to ask you, once you got on a fraternity, what you had to do to the pledges?
I couldn't be bothered. I just said that. I mean, you volunteered to kind of mess with the pledges. I couldn't be bothered. That's the God's honest truth. Because then I started hanging out at the bar I was DJing at with like all the bartenders and stuff.
You were never involved in any hazing after you got in?
Not really, no.
Not at all.
Well, I was the worst I did. I was a runner back then, so I would take the pledges on runs. That was it.
Like hip, 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 hip.
That was
Those
it.
kind of runs.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do any of the homoerotic crap.
Oh, you little Marine Corps jogging, did you?
Oh yeah, I did.
1, 2, 3, 4. Open your assholes and lay on the floor.
Fugly, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
I've got two stories for you. When I was in Frat about 20 years ago. The first one we used to do was called the Elephant Walk.
The Elephant Walk, yes?
Yeah, that's basically where they got all the pledges down on their hands and knees. Would take masking tape and put it between your nose and your pledge brother's asshole. And you all had to walk in a line. And if anyone broke the tape, they would take the tape off, cut it in half, and shorten the distance between your nose and the guy in front of you's asshole. And this was to build teamwork.
Build teamwork, yeah.
That would work. That does work, though. Go slow. You betcha.
You certainly don't want to break that tape.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
Cut it in half.
Know what the problem with the Elephant Walk is? You find out which guy is gay.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. I can't help myself.
My tape broke.
My tape broke.
Mario, what happened? I don't know.
You've been doing this after about an hour of doing calisthenics and sweating your ass off, and believe me, you did not want your nose to these guys' butt crack.
Oh, that is hilarious.
The second thing they used to do to us, we had a second floor landing when they do the lineup, and they'd get all the pledges down, have them spread their butt cheeks to the air, and the guys would stand up top with eggs and bomb your assholes, then pour flour on you and make what they used to call pledge pancakes.
Pledge pancakes.
Yeah, but the whole idea was to try to have the best aim and get the egg to break, falling 2 stories right in your asshole.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you, Fugly.
Take care, guys.
All right.
You suck.
Yeah, right on. Let's say hi to Joker in South Carolina. Joker.
Hey, what's going on, O&A?
What's
hey,
up?
Boo-boo.
Hi.
Listen, I've got a kind of a sort of gay story. I was in the United States Navy, and I got into submarines, and I went across the equator, and they had trash and everything thrown on the galley floor, and we were in our underwear, and they had us pull them up in our butt crack like a damn thong.
Wait, what did he say? It crapped out on me there.
I think they made him
hold on.
pull the underwear up into his butt crack like a thong.
Yeah.
Like a thong, and then the chief of the boat, this big fat fucker, was sitting in a chair like King Neptune. We had to crawl across the garbage, and we were blindfolded, crawl across his junk and lick the jelly out of his belly button.
Oh, my God.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Joker, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman would never make you do that.
Wow.
That's how you became a shellback, when you crossed the equator in a submarine.
Yeah, isn't that it's so weird, this stuff.
But that didn't make us gay, did it?
No, I don't.
No. Licking jelly out of another man's belly button with your underwear pulled between your ass cheeks.
Of course not.
How do you think I got this gig?
All right, Joker, thank you. All right, cool. Let's go to Joe in Jersey. Let's go, Joe.
Bunch of men in a submarine for months on end.
I think we might have to start a new rule.
Yeah.
That we don't go to the phones until 6:30. Give everyone a chance to have their first cup of coffee. You
Just
notice how
settle
everyone's
in.
just slightly slow that first half hour of the show? Joe, what's going on?
Guys, how you doing?
All right.
Listen, I've been a fan since you guys came over to New York, and you're sitting here talking about the fraternities. Listening to your show, it's just like a fraternity the way you guys haze your guests.
You're kind of right. I mean, I told my old fraternity brothers that being in that frat definitely influenced some of the way I do radio. Except for we don't do the homoerotic crap. Unless it's Norton bringing in rent boys, but
there you go.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're gonna take the gay out of the show hopefully today.
Yeah.
This
is a good start.
I mean,
Chance Rush from Fairfield, California, it brings up a great point that I never thought about. The frats are Greek, and look at the ancient Greek customs.
You're right.
Very gay. They like the naked wrestling and stuff. And what Greek means, if you speak Greek.
Right.
Yes.
The ass sex. So perhaps they've carried that over to the whole Greek thing with the fraternities, and you got to be a bunch of naked guys in order to get in.
Let's go to Dave in PA. What's up, Dave?
Yeah, I was on the Battleship Iowa in the Navy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to corroborate that other guy's story. When we had to do the shellback thing, we crossed the equator. We crawled through all that garbage, and we got to the chief at the end. He had lard smeared all over his belly, and we had to pick a cherry out of his belly button.
See, that guy's got to be gay. How does he volunteer for that? Like, yeah, I'll be the guy with the lard all over my belly and stuff in my belly button.
They get a big kick out of it. I mean, it's a big deal. I guess the shellback tradition has been since the Navy started.
Right.
And, the chiefs, they get a real big kick. And then the shellbacks are already on the ship. They get their jollies by beating people in the ass with pieces of cut-up fire hose.
That's crazy.
One queer probably started that in like 1850, and they couldn't get rid of the tradition. How about maybe they could pick up on the tailhook thing and then rape everyone as the submarine crosses? God almighty, how irritating is that?
All right, this guy has a great idea. He's in New York City. It's Twin Man. What's up, Twin Man?
Good morning, guys.
How are you, buddy?
Hi. Excellent. Stuck in traffic on the throughway.
Oh, that blows.
Yeah, so listen, in an effort to make this show more good,
Yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to get the sorority sisters to call in.
Oh, sorority sisters?
Dude, your phone stinks. I got the gist, and I'll help you out here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We told all the frat stories, but there's a lot of women out there, hopefully, that joined sororities, and they probably had to do some really hot lesbian stuff.
Do you think that happened?
I don't know.
You know something? I don't think I've ever heard of a sorority hazing. I've never heard of a story of a sorority hazing. What goes on? Do they paddle each other's lil bottoms? Is it drinking until they pass out?
Oh, a guy can dream. A guy can dream.
What little stuff?
It never makes the news. Like, you never hear of a sorority hazing gone bad and someone being taken to the hospital or dying or something. What do they do?
What do we? That's where we have to go with this, because I think a lot of people have heard the hazing stories over the years, but no one has really stepped inside the sorority house. What goes on in that basement?
Out of her snatch.
That's probably just put in, corny women are. Put an egg on the spoon. Run, girls, whoever drops us to pick the eggs up.
Oh, you're probably
They stink.
right. You are probably right.
There's no hot sauce in the box or anything you really want to hear about.
Put a book on your head and see if you could walk straight across the room.
And if not, you have to pick it up and read a chapter.
The egg thing would be great if the girl had ovary cancer and it was her last egg.
Oh. Yeah, I got ovary cancer.
Yeah. That's cool.
And this is the last one, and you got to get it to the freeze-dried test tube.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm funny, right?
You have to carry the little lumpy, as opposed to ovarian cancer. She has ovary cancer.
I know. Jesse from Texas. Fuck you. It's still early. You got the gist of the joke, didn't you? Ovarian cancer. I
Cancer
do
in
know
a
that.
cock.
The Reaper, what's going on?
What's going going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I'm still trying to get into you guys to give your stuff. I mean, like I called in yesterday. I've got something for the studio, and I've got something for Ben, and I've got something for Steve.
Oh, you're the trucker that wants to come on by, right?
Yep.
All right.
But just scheduling the problems and.
All right. No one cares. What do you got for the show?
Okay. When I was in the military, going back to the hazing, whatever. I hate to go back to it, but when I was in the military, when we were getting our inoculations, I guess you could call it, we had to stand there naked in a line, and we were getting bitched at by our drill instructors to stand nut to butt. You know, and I can understand if you're doing the don't ask, don't tell in the military, but I guess they did that to find out if you were gay or not, I guess.
Nut to butt.
I mean, if you felt the guy all of a sudden put his hand on your shoulders and you felt something go in your ass, I guess he's gay, huh? Or you're gay.
Either he's gay or you're lucky.
And Jim, I got a story for you, too, that'll make you proud. My ex-fiancée is pregnant right now, but she's going to get the thing aborted because she's afraid that it might come out deformed with a water head and little short fingers because she went and partied a lot and did a lot of ecstasy and cocaine and alcohol, and she don't want that little alien baby inside her anymore.
I'm proud of her for getting rid of it, and I'm proud of her for putting it in that predicament to begin with. She's a good girl.
It's a little golfer baby.
Predicament.
All right. Let's. Thank you, Reaper.
Yep.
Bye, Reaper.
We look forward to your visit. Let's say hi to Jeff in New York. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, guys, what's going on there?
Come on.
Hey, I used to listen to you guys in New York, and you guys are great. You got to get XM to get out there and promote you guys. This is really ridiculous. No, man.
Jeff,
you got to get them out.
The promotion starts today.
Well, get it moving, man. Because
The promotion starts today.
Don't you sweat it.
Things are getting more gooder behind the
man.
scenes. Trust me on that.
It's all happening.
Don't you
Lobster, what's going on?
Good morning. I used to be a bus driver with New York City Transit Authority, and this is kind of a hazing thing from one of the sororities. I used to drive the bus on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, the B-54, which goes over near Pratt. And I had this gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous black girl, made Halle Berry look like a slouch. And she got on the bus about 1 o'clock in the morning. She had nothing but a pair of black high heels on and a token. She paid her fare, sat down, never flinched, got off the bus down at J Street, scampered down into the subway, and it had to be something to do with a sorority prank there at Pratt.
She was just naked on your bus?
Oh my God, absolutely. So you say she's straight faced and everything, and you had to know it's at the beginning of the school year. It had to be some kind of a sorority prank.
Wow, nice. But we want to hear from.
She was absolutely gorgeous.
Cool. Thank you, Lobster. We definitely want to hear from the ladies, though.
Yeah, it's a little different when guys tell the stories. We're getting an email. Evil G from Jersey. My girlfriend pledged for a sorority, and one thing they did was they would circle everything that was wrong with the girl's body, I guess. And then if the face, if it was on their face, they would have to leave it on for 3 days. So the girls would, criticize the other girl's body.
That sounds more like what girls would do to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Taunt them for their big hips.
Yeah. Hey, cottage cheese butt. Oh, tee, not me. Ugh, cornballs. Wonder why you make awful comedians.
Matt from Wisconsin.
Hey, this is love the show, guys. In Chicago, there was these girls, and it was a high school soccer game. Basically, seniors versus juniors are underclassmen, and they beat the holy fuck out of these girls at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, we all saw that video.
Pound the piss out of me.
Yeah. All right. We want to hear from the women, though, man. It's not the same with guys, telling the stories.
No, you gotta have girls tell them.
Yeah.
Caitlin from San Francisco, what's up?
Oh!
Hey,
our first female caller of the week, I believe. They are listening, thank God.
Caitlin, though, from San Francisco, it could have been a guy.
Oh, yeah, were you a guy in a previous life?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
All righty.
Hi. I was at a sorority in Duke University. Well, I wasn't in it, but
Is this going to be a hot story?
It can be.
All right. Speak
It depends on who you are.
Speak clearly and slowly.
Okay. During the hazing period, one of the favorite tools to use was the hairbrush.
The hairbrush?
Hairbrush.
Yes.
All right, let's just
Okay.
before you even say it, let's imagine.
Yeah, because I don't want you ruining it.
Soak it in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. Yes.
Okay.
Hairbrush.
There were 3 things that could happen with the hairbrush.
Three. I only know of. Oh well.
3. There's 3.
Nah, the
1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's the obvious. But go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay. You know the round hairbrushes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you were bad, you got that inside. Nice and deep.
Bristles?
Yeah.
The bristle side of the round hairbrush.
Yes. And that only happened if you refused to smack other girl's pussy with a wire hairbrush.
What fraternity is this? The German Army in 1940?
Pretty close.
Wow. Wait. So you guys had to slap other girls' pussies?
Yep.
With wire hairbrushes?
Yes.
Wow. And if you didn't do that, then you had one stuck up in you?
Yep.
So what's a wire hairbrush?
You've never? It's like a horse hairbrush.
Oh, okay. I got you.
A horse hairbrush?
It's got like those short, stubbly wires that come out of it.
Actually, they're really long and pointy.
Long?
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. Okay.
Yeah. The third option was the really thick hairbrushes for like blonde people, like Opies. And basically, you had to have your ass whacked with that until it was bleeding.
Bleeding sorority asses.
Nice.
Makeup running down the face.
Crying out.
That's cool. See, this is much hotter.
Yeah. And were all the pledges naked in the room?
Yes, you had to be naked.
All types of boobies staring at you.
And you had to pick up 2 marshmallows at a clip.
You did have to pick up a pickle with your boobs.
A pickle with your boobs.
What if you were flat-chested?
You couldn't get in.
Ah.
I like that. That's the way it should be in life.
You
If the doctor sense that you're going to be flat-chested, they should just give like one of those next morning pills to the woman. If I had a funnier, if I knew what I was talking about, I could have mentioned the pill name.
Well, it's just funny that if you couldn't pick up the pickle with your boobs, you couldn't
You're
get
out.
the sorority. Oh, that's classic. All right, very good, Caitlin.
Thank you.
That was good.
You got the ball rolling. Hopefully, more sorority girls will be calling us.
They better. We need some hot stories on here.
Yes.
Well, we're hoping a couple calls in to try to become the sexiest state in America today.
I'd love to. My husband's a prude.
He's a prude, huh? That's too bad.
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Over a year now.
Only a little over a year, and,
Yeah.
and he's a prude. Are you disappointed?
I'm a little disappointed.
Are you getting action on the side?
Oh, of course.
Wait, you're cheating?
Oh, yeah, with my bartender.
Wow.
And he's not a prude now, is he?
No. Actually, it's a she.
Oh, look at that, Anthony.
A she.
All right. Does the husband have any idea?
Yeah, of course he does.
Oh, that's
And does
not
he
really
care?
cheating, then, is it?
Well, of course he doesn't care. He's hoping he gets to watch.
Wait, he's a prude, but he gets to watch?
Well, he's hoping to.
Oh, he's hoping to. So, what do you guys, after the bar closes, you get it on?
Oh, yeah.
Right at the bar, or?
I'd love to, but no, not yet.
So where do you guys go?
Her place.
Does she have a lot of hairbrushes?
Hubba, hubba.
I don't think I could stand her if she had them.
What's the favorite thing that she does to you?
Strap on.
Oh, you like the strap-on, huh?
Yeah. I prefer to wield.
You prefer the what?
To wield the strap on.
Oh, you like to wear it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
punish.
Do her bartender.
And she likes that.
Damn straight.
Well, not so to speak.
All right. Letting that soak in a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Let it soak it in.
But
Deep
is
breath.
she a dykey lesbian, or is she kind of, the lipstick variety?
Lipstick, definitely.
Nice boobies, nice hair.
Oh, yeah.
Nice ace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Perfect heart-shaped ass.
Ah. And does she like it doggy style?
I hope not,
Of course she does.
literally, biologically speaking, a heart-shaped ass, big aorta coming out of
Yeah.
cheek. That would be kind of gruesome. Big pulsating, veiny ass.
Oh, okay.
couple of angioplasts leading up to it.
They got to get a stit in there too.
Wow. All right.
Lovely. A hairbrush in it.
We're on the right track. You're making the show hotter again.
Awesome.
Our goal today is to just get the gay out of the show. And you have begun that process, sort of.
Bye.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Bye.
So the gauges, you saw the gay level on the gauges dropping as she's talking?
Dropping a little bit.
Coming out of the red zone? That was
Barely.
nice.
No, we're still in the red zone.